Imagine writing an entire book in under 5 minutes without typing a single prompt yourself. No copy pasting between documents, no switching tabs, no babysitting ChatGPT or other AIs through multiple prompts. You set it up once, click one button, and the AI runs your entire creative workflow automatically. That's exactly what StoryStream's Universal AI does, and I'm going to show you how to use it step by step. StoryStream is my HTML-based automation suite that works across ChatGPT, Grok, Claude, Perplexity, and Mistral. It lets you build multi-step prompt sequences that run automatically, so you can focus on the creative decisions instead of the repetitive work. The tool was recently updated to be even faster and run smoother, and today I'm walking you through everything, from downloading the files to watching your first automation run. By the end of this tutorial, you'll be able to automate any writing workflow you can imagine. First, you'll need to grab the tool. You can find StoryStream's Universal AI in my Ko-Fi store. The link is in the description below and in the pinned comment. Ko-Fi is where I keep all of my AI tools, books, and prompt guides for writers. Once you purchase it, you'll download a zipped folder to your computer, just like you see on the screen. After it downloads, find that zip folder and unzip it. It's probably in your downloads file. On most systems, you can just double-click the zip file or right-click and choose Extract All. Once it's unzipped, open the folder. Inside, you'll see several files. There's a user guide markdown file that has detailed instructions if you need them later. You can open that in Notepad or Word so you can read it. You'll also see some pre-built sequence files. These are ready-to-use automation sequences I've created for common writing tasks. And then there's the main HTML file, which is your dashboard. That's what we're going to open. Double-click the HTML file and it'll open in your web browser. This is your StoryStream's dashboard, and this is where all the magic happens. Everything is local. This runs in your browser, so you don't need an internet connection for the dashboard itself. Your data stays on your computer, so it's also more private. Let me show you around the dashboard. On the left side, you have a Build Your Sequence. This is where you create your automation steps. You can choose your step type. Right now, it's set to Send Prompt, which is what we'll use most often. Below that is your prompt text box, and under that is where you set your delay time between steps. The delay is important. When you run an automation, the tool needs to wait for the AI to finish responding before sending the next prompt. I recommend 5 to 10 seconds between steps, but you can adjust this based on how complex your prompts are. Longer prompts that generate more text might need more delays. On the right side is your current sequence. This shows all the steps you've added to your automation. You can edit any step, remove steps, and at the bottom there's a big Run Automation button. That's what generates your JavaScript code that makes everything work. But we'll get to that in a moment. Even further down on the dashboard, you'll see a list of save sequences that you've already created. You can load them, rename them, or delete them. Let me show you how to build a sequence from scratch. For this tutorial, we're going to create a children's book using a 4-step automation. Here's step 1. I'm going to type into the prompt text box. You are a genius writer and storyteller for children. Come up with 5 brilliant, unique ideas for a children's book that will be a commercial success and sell millions of copies worldwide. I'll set the delay to 5 seconds, then click Add Step. You'll see it appear on the right-hand side under Current Sequence. That's step 1 done. Now for step 2. I'll type, please choose the best idea that is most likely to resonate with the largest audience and sell the most books and have the biggest emotional impact in the world. Agents and publishers will say yes, and parents will want to read, and children will beg their parents to buy immediately. It should be a story with heart and wisdom, but hidden in a great story for children. Take that story idea and tell me why it's the best with concrete reasons. Again, 5-second delay, click Add Step. Then we can add step 3. Please now expand the story into an outline for a children's book based on popular bestsellers that are similar. 5 seconds, add step. And step 4, the big one. Now, please write the children's book from start to finish based on the premise and outline. Make sure to use every best practice for writing children's books and plotting names, word choice, sentence structure, sentence length, variation, etc. Now, we've got a complete 4-step workflow that takes us from 0 to a finished children's book manuscript. Time to save it. Scroll down to Save Sequence and give it a name. I'll call this one Children's Book Flow. Click the Save Sequence button, and now it appears in my Save Sequences list. I can come back and load this anytime I want to run it again. If I need to edit any of these steps, I could click the Edit button next to each step, make my changes, and save the sequence again. Now comes the fun part, running the automation. Click the Run Automation button. The dashboard generates JavaScript code in the Automation Ready box at the bottom. All you need to do is copy that script. Now, open the AI platform of your choice. If you're using the ChatGPT HTML file like we're doing now, I will open ChatGPT in a new tab. Using the other HTML files in the universal bundle, you can open Claude, Grok, Perplexity, or Mistral. The universal versions work as long as you're using the correct HTML file. I'm using ChatGPT for this demo. Once you're on the ChatGPT page, press F12 on your keyboard. This opens the browser console. If you're on a Mac, it might be Command plus Option plus I. The console is where developers run code, and that's exactly what we're doing. You'll see the console panel open, usually at the bottom or side of your screen. Click into the console area. You'll see a cursor blinking next to a blue arrow. Now, paste in that JavaScript code you copied from the StoryStreams dashboard and hit Enter. That's it. The automation is now running. Watch what happens. The first prompt automatically types itself into the ChatGPT prompt box, and then it automatically clicks Send. ChatGPT starts generating ideas. While it's working, you'll see messages in the console telling you what the automation is doing. Step 1 of 4, waiting for a response. Things like that. You don't have to keep the console open or even watch the screen. The automation will keep running in the background. But honestly, it's pretty cool to watch. Once ChatGPT finishes that first response, the automation waits the time that you told it to, then automatically types the second prompt into the box and sends it. ChatGPT starts analyzing which idea is best and explaining why. Then the third prompt goes, expanding it into an outline. Then the fourth and final prompt, writing the complete children's book. When the entire sequence finishes, you'll get an on-screen notification that says, automation completed successfully. How long does all of this take? It depends on at least 3 things. How many steps are in your sequence, how long your AI responses are, and your computer's processing speed. This 4-step sequence typically takes about 3 to 5 minutes total. In my experience, even if you see error messages in the console, the automation usually keeps running anyway. The code is pretty resilient, but if you do run into issues where it stops or skips a step, here's what to try. First, adjust your delay times. If your prompts are generally really long responses, increase the delay from 5 seconds to 10 or even 15 seconds. That gives the AI more time to finish before the next prompt fires. Second, make sure your prompts are clear and specific. Vague prompts sometimes confuse the AI and can cause timing issues. Third, try refreshing your browser and running the automation again. Sometimes that's all it takes. One more thing, you don't have to use the pre-built sequences I included. Those are there as examples and starting points. The real power of StoryStreams is building custom sequences for your specific workflow. Maybe you're working on a novel and you want to automate your chapter planning. Or you're writing blog posts and you want to automate research outlining and drafting. Or you're developing characters and you want to automate backstory development. Build it once, save it, and run it whenever you need it. That's StoryStreams Universal AI. Download the files from Ko-Fi, open the HTML dashboard in your browser, build your sequence, save it, generate the JavaScript code, paste it into the console on your AI platform of choice, and watch it run. This tool has saved me hours of repetitive prompt work, and the recent updates have made it even faster. If you're an author, blogger, creative writer, or content creator using AI in your workflow, this is one of those tools that just makes sense. If you found this helpful, I'd really appreciate you giving the video a thumbs up. It helps other writers discover these tools. And if you want to grab StoryStreams Universal AI for yourself, check the link in the description to my Ko-Fi store. Thanks for watching, and happy automating.